doing well. Today is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look that I did for Valentine's Day. It's this cute, pretty, and pink look right here. So I actually have a lot to catch you guys up on. So while I'm trying to explain the tutorial, I am going to be going in and out explaining what I want to explain as well. So my look is actually very affordable. I'm going to be going in with the AOA Pore Filling Primer, which is only $1.55. And then I'm also going to be going in with the AOA, this is a filter foundation. I have tried this foundation in the past and I haven't picked it up since then. And the color is a bit orangey. It's a bit warm for me. However, I have been in the sun a little bit. I know in the summer this will work perfectly fine for me. Keep in mind it is just a little bit winter. But to be honest, once I blended out the foundation and added all my other products, my face didn't look warm. It didn't look like I had like a very orange face and then a very neutral body at all. Like it actually blended it out very well. I honestly just need a little bit more color, a little bit more bronziness to my body, and I will fit this foundation perfect. So if you guys haven't seen, I actually wanted to do a whole Valentine's Day series on my channel, and I had a lot of things planned, but unfortunately my baby passed away. One of my dogs passed away, and it was just the most difficult time ever. And it's like, for instance, I've lost a dog before, and when I did lose my dog, like physically lost, not like passed away lost, but like physically lost, I literally felt my organs shutting down, right? As I was trying to find my dog. And when I found my dog, you know, I was back to normal. And I felt better. And this time I didn't feel like my organs were shutting down because I knew where my baby was, but my baby just wasn't home with me. And it just made me completely sad. And yeah, but thankfully on Valentine's Day, the vet called me and he was back. And it was just so special because I had originally planned for him not to be here until like a whole nother week. Like she told me that it was going to probably take maybe a week, a little bit longer. And the fact that he was back within 3 days was just, 3 to 4 days was just my heart. And what's crazy too is I filmed this look on Valentine's Day. Like I was getting ready for Valentine's Day, and as soon as I was done filming this look, my husband got off of work and then he brought my baby home. I didn't even know my baby was ready or anything. Like he just brought him home for Valentine's Day, and it was just such a special moment. And this day was like the first day I was actually feeling okay, and I really wanted to do my makeup. Oh, I'm about to cry. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So, it was such a special moment that he came back on Valentine's Day, obviously the day of love. And this was the first day that I was feeling better. First of all, my baby was just the happiest baby, and I just try to remind myself, like, he would never want me to be this sad. And for the first couple of days like that, I could not get that through my head. Like my sadness just overtook myself. But after a couple of days of me telling myself that like my baby would not want me to be sad, like he was literally the happiest thing in the world. The night he passed away, before we fell asleep, he was still happy. Like I would have never would have thought that I would have waken up and my baby was already gone. Like he didn't give me any signs at all that he was literally not gonna be here in a couple of hours. Like that's how happy and joyful my little baby was. So yeah, I decided to do the things that I love and get back to it. And I know that's exactly what he would have wanted. You know, he was always comforting me when I was sad. So, yeah. No, let's get back to this tutorial. I've done my face routine a lot on my channel and my makeup videos, and I do plan on having more makeup videos coming up soon. I ordered a new tripod, and that's what you guys can see right now. Like I'm using my new tripod with my new ring light, and it looks a million times better, so I'm super duper excited. and I can actually film videos the way that I want to, because back in the day, I used to have my ring light, and then I used to have 3 ring lights, and then I used to have a tripod for my phone, and it was a whole lot. Now that I have this one contraption where it has my phone tripod on it with the ring light, it's just one little piece. It is much easier to film makeup videos. So yeah, stay on the tone for that. But for the foundation routine, there's a couple of new things that I did try here, and I will be doing a separate video going over my base routine, if anything, in another video. And yeah, so for my brows, I am using, this is the NYX micro brow pencil, and I overdrew my brow on the brow that I'm shaping up now, and now I'm going in with concealer. It's been so long since I used concealer on the top of my brow. Like, it's just something that I don't do anymore, but I did do it today, and you guys, it was crispy. I like, why don't I do this anymore? I originally did it because I wanted to fix the mistake I made on one eyebrow, and then I was just like, ooh, this is looking good. Like, I loved my brows this day. It is so gorgeous. But yeah, I'm gonna be sculpting out my brows, and then I'll be blending out that concealer. Normally I would, if I was gonna be sculpting out my whole brow, I probably would do that before my foundation, and especially powder. But honestly, this worked perfectly fine. It didn't like mess up my foundation or anything. Yeah, I think it's just the way you do it, the way your technique is, how well you blend it out. But yeah. So after I blend all this concealer in, I will be going ahead and dusting off all of this powder off of my face. Now, this is the third time I'm using this powder. The first time I used this powder, I actually hated it. Then I tried it again on a client. Oh, not really a client, not like a makeup client, but a lash client, you know, just to get ready at the end before I take pictures. Some of my clients want to have a little bit of glam, some of them don't. So when I used it on my client, she's very fair. You know, I figured, oh, this is a very pink tone powder. She's very fair. It will work well for her. And it was honestly very white. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the skincare that I used underneath. Maybe I didn't let her face set enough for the skincare. And I say that because after I used the powder the second time, I was like, ugh, this is not a powder for me. But for some reason, I used the powder today and it was bomb. Like, I don't know if it's just the way that I used it today, but it was actually really good. And that's really crazy considering the first 2 times that I've tried it, I hated it. But there's that. For bronzer, we are going to be using my tried and true, the Essence, is this the Sun Club Matte Bronzing Palette? Absolutely love this bronzing palette. This bronzing palette, first of all, is only like $10. And you got all the bronzer shades that you need. I usually mix the bottom 2. The darker one, I'll go ahead and put that in my cheeks, underneath my jaw, and then the lighter one, I'll use that to further blend out the darker one if I need to, and also I'll use the lighter one on my forehead and also on my nose. There's so many nose contouring brushes nowadays, but honestly, you guys, I have really been loving just an old school blending brush for my contour. And I'm honestly using a blending brush that's probably not my favorite for the eyes per se, but it works well for the nose. You don't have to use anything too dense. Even though I just said that this blending brush isn't my favorite for the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and use it for my eyes today. You know, I probably just didn't feel like going in for another brush, and this brush works perfectly fine. It's just not a great packing brush, but that is good for what I want it for right now, because I'm not looking to pack in color onto my eyes. I'm simply trying to blend out. So I am going to be using my same bronzer palette, and I'm going to be using that onto my eyes. I don't know what it is. First of all, I just remember back in the day, we used to like lust over transition shades from eyeshadow palettes. You know, like literally, people would never put a transition shade in an eyeshadow palette, and we would have to buy like the MAC single eyeshadows just to have a transition shade. And this isn't that. Like, that's crazy to me. For pigments, I'm actually going to be using these pigments I have never used before. These are the AOA Studio pigments. Now, I will say they're not as pigmenty. They are kind of a little bit mica-y, but they are very pretty. So if you want to use them as like a topper, they will be great for that, but I wouldn't consider them as like an overall shadow. I used the icy one on my lid. I didn't have any base underneath at all, and it still looked beautiful. Now I'm going to be using this pink shade. I'm going to be applying this into my inner corner. After I applied this into my inner corner, I was like, this is a little bit too, like, it gave enough pink, but it had a lot of peach in it as well, and I wanted it to be a little bit more brighter. So I did go in with some e.l.f. blushes, and these are their liquid, like, creamy blush. They're not creams, they're liquid blushes, and I just added a little dab of that in the back of my hand. And then I added that to my inner corner, and then I went on top of that with the pigment. So in the future, what I would do is go in with the base, a liquid cream type of base in the inner corner, and then go over top with the pigment. This is the best way you're going to get this pigment payoff, because as you can see, you'll be able to notice how more beautiful it looks and more metallic it actually looks on top of something. On bare skin, it still looked pretty, it still looked nice, but it was very subtle, and just adding that cream blush underneath just really gave it that pop. See, it's so good. I'm also gonna add a little bit of something later on at the end. This is just to add, it's just extra details. This look is honestly so simple, but with all the minor little details to it, it really makes it look a lot more extravagant and all that good stuff. So for liner, I'm actually gonna be using this Highland, I don't know the name of the brand. It is just one of those Shein, AliExpress types of brands. I'm gonna be using this liquid liner. Now this liquid liner is probably about a year old already now. I've had this liquid liner for a minute. Honestly, I have tried inexpensive liners in the past, and I've used the liquid liners, like the physical old school type of liquid liners. But I picked up this pack because people have been loving pin type of liners. I personally have been loving pin eyeliners for my eyeliner, so I really wanted to try this out. And when I first did get it, it was really good, but they dry out very quickly. So if you're not planning on using these liquid liners, you know, kind of religiously, then I would say just go ahead and skip out on them and get the regular old school liners. Like, I need to order the regular old school liners. And yeah, for lashes, I am going to be using lashes for my brand. Of course, my brand isn't available anymore right now at this moment, just right now at this moment. And I've actually been looking at other lashes, but these are from my old line. Maybe I will think about putting these back out from my old line, because I don't have that many. And my new line is actually going to include a lot more, like literally double the amount that I had this time. So we're coming back strong, baby. We are coming back strong. Just know that for sure. But yeah, I'm really considering releasing at least these two lashes again, because they're just my favorite. First of all, 90s Baby is just my favorite short volume cat eye lash like that. I just love it. And today I decided to pair it with the lash Kimmy. Oh my gosh, double stacking the lashes, you guys. Oh my goodness, it was a dream. Now, I've always loved the Kimmy lash, to be honest. It's just not probably the lash for me. Because I love the spikes in the Kimmy lash, and I love, you know, the shortness. Oh my gosh, it's a gorgeous lash. Kimmy by itself is gorgeous. 90s Baby by itself, I absolutely love. Like, that's my favorite lash in my whole line, because I literally can use that for every single day. It's a short little volume, and it really gives me everything that I want in a lash. But adding them together, it brought my 90s Baby's lashes up. Oh my goodness, it's so good. I absolutely love this combination together. It just gives a spiky, it gives anime eyes. It just, ooh, okay, I gotta stop. I'm just gushing over these lashes. If you've never double stacked your lashes, girlie, try to double stack your lashes. They are so gorgeous. Another thing I want to point out too is that when I do release my lashes again, they are going to be a little bit more affordable, because I'm going with a little bit more affordable packaging. But that means I'll be able to get them more out to you guys, and I'm super duper excited about that. Now for blush, I am going to be using the e.l.f. liquid blushes, the same that I used on my inner corner. I'll be applying that to my cheeks. Now for highlight, I will be using the Milani Champagne Odora Champagne for my highlight, and I'm just going to be applying that just a little bit on the inner corner and also on my nose and not on my cheeks anywhere else. Now for lips, I am going to go in with this dark brown lip liner. This lip liner is from LA Girl. This is one of the Shockwave lip liners. I don't remember the name right now, but it is, I believe, the darkest one they offer, and it is just so gorgeous. And I really wanted to do one of those little ombre nudie type of lips. I really honestly don't do this lip very often. When I do a nude lip, it's honestly very cool tone or very warm tone. Like, I really don't do a nude lip with a very pinky shade. But yeah, this lip was also everything about this makeup tutorial was so good. Literally, my baby was probably in the room with me, because I tell you, my makeup came out so good this day. It came out so good. I was really happy with my glam this day. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below what you guys would like to see next, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, I just want to thank you for your patience, and I'm just so incredibly blessed, and I had the most amazing 9 years with my baby, and I can't wait to have more with my other dogs. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.